All right, so the assessment tool I'm going to use, there's different variations. It's the 1 minute sit to stand test. So, depending on the variation you use, it has uses for chronic and anti-inflammatory issues. But in my case, I'm going to use it more for your respiratory rate to determine how many repetitions you can do. For this, there's actually a study that I found. It was by NCBI website to see if it could help people with COPD. And so they tested it for their respiratory rehabilitory effects, basically. And so they tested it and they determined and they found out in the study that if they were able to improve by 3 or more sets from when they pre-tested and then at the end of rehab when they retested, it actually improved their ability, lung functions, and respiratory rates. And so the test, you're gonna do it for a minute. You have one. You can either you want to cross your arms over your chest like so, and you want to go from a sitting position to begin with, and you're just gonna fold it up and down. And you're gonna do this as many times as you possible. You want a chair. In this case, I'm using a bench. It's not quite a chair, but a straight back chair. You're gonna do it for a whole minute, and you're just gonna count how many reps. Now, in the case of you want to look for more VO2 max or cardiorespiratory, or even muscular endurance, there's a chart, and the chart you can use by age to find out how many they should be able to do, and then there's even one that does percentile. The one that does percentile, one of our students at NVC used it last semester for me, and then it puts them in percentile, so like 2.5 for someone 2024 is like 17, and you want to be up to 72 if you want to be in the 97th percentile. So depending on the use of the test and what you want to validate, you can have different variations. But like I said, you just want to cross and you want to go for a whole minute up and down. You can either time yourself by having your phone in your hand, stop watching your hand like this, or you can have someone else, like the person recording my thing for me, they can do a stopwatch for you. The pros to this is it's really good. It has proven validation that it can help. Be a very good assessment tool. It's usually more for like chronic or respiratory. The con is because it's used more for respiratory and chronic issues, it's not really a great assessment tool for anything for speed, power, agility. So if you're working with younger athletes, such as a collegiate or high school level, it's not a tool that you want to use. But elderly, if you're working with PT clinic and you want to help someone elderly, that's what you want to work with.